Hello boys, Cool Yoshi here, and welcome back to my 100% blind playthrough. In the last episode, we defeated the magical triplets, I'm going to give them, I'm going to call them, at least for now, triplet ghost driver, on floor 11, and got their key to the 12th floor. We know that there's going to be a toad to save here for sure, but we can't get to it because the boat's in the way, and now we finally got a specific area that's gonna give us a shot that we'll need. So we're gonna head to basement 1, probably go ahead and defeat that before something else happens, and that's about it. So we're about to get the electrical shot here, which is, I guess, an upgrade to our plunger, which is good because we need it to continue here. Kind of interesting how you have to trigger that one specific spot to look at stuff. But obviously, something bad happening gets that means something is wrong, and we have to go and deal with that. Also, we have 5 bones this time around. I decided to max out my bones completely. Hello, Luigi. I've been waiting for you. There's one tourist station. Right. That was the bad thing I mentioned. You see, I was actually thinking about further modifying your Poltergeist 600, you know, powering up. I was confident that the part I would need to modify the Poltergeist 60 was in the hotel, so I had to go look for it. But, well, come have a look at this, Luigi. It's a footage from the camera I gave Toad. This looks like it's from the basement, too. So not only is there Toad captured, but apparently the problem is all the way down in basement 2. You can tell because of the CNs. Still though, he's trying his best. And the face cam for this is crazy. What was that? Obviously, if King Boo gets a hold of him, he's gonna turn in to a painting again. This Luigi, this is a coup. You have to use what is in the footage to track Toad down. But above all else, you must simply bring me that part. My adventure is at stake. You obviously agree that this is of the utmost importance, right? Get to it, Luigi. Okay, then. Could have probably used a teleport to show you the same thing from the other side, but I'd rather not bother. In fact, we would have had to go down here anyway, so it may have actually wasted time whatsoever, so figure it's best to just do it now. But I've been playing enough to know that that is definitely basement 2, because I'm very familiar with all the water there, so yeah, we're gonna, I guess, use this time to attempt to get 100% down there while we're at it, and then maybe go back up to 12. But there we go. But yeah, classic Toad right there. Toad decides to be a silly person and get himself stuck, and we have to go free him now because it's the only way to do stuff right now. If we went through all the pain to pull that out, then what is even in there? Like, there can't be a gem. We already got a gem in here. And Doofus is deciding to put up posters again. like nothing's different here. And more random bins, garbage bins, that suddenly appeared from out of thin air. Sure enough, there's one on us right there, but because of this trick, we got to stun him right away. It's almost like I knew that was going to happen, since this has happened like so many times with these, so throwing the pin on there right away seems to be a nice tricky way of getting rid of them, because right when they spawn in, they don't even get a chance to attack then. And yes, I'm quite annoyed at this, because they put up some more Luigi wanted posters again. As if nothing different was happening. Thank goodness I got this Duos right away. Cause you know how sneaky those ghosts could be. Those tiny yellow ghosts are like some of the worst. There's almost... I think they actually are starting to remind me of the slightly tinier ghost from the original Luigi's Mansion that would pop up momentarily and throw stuff at you, and you would have to knock them out before they threw too much stuff at you. Unfortunately, I haven't played the game at all. I've just watched gameplay, so I don't know whether that's true or not, but they definitely remind me of those ghosts. Very similar concept, very similar idea. So, similar to the footage that happened, we need to figure out where the problem came from and get to it right away. Looks like we found where the first problem is. There's a weird machine here now that was not there previously. And now we have to... That was weird. Maybe there's an easier way of dealing with that. That's something that was not there before, and that was something that I wasn't able to use before. Is this a sign that something new is happening? Oh! We know a way to get to that thing now, but there's a little problem. Our spot that was supposed to be on is now gone for some weird reason. So we had to, for some reason, activate both systems there to get it to work again. Okay, that was just a normal thing there, but still though, things are starting to get a lot more tricky this time around. There's a big flashy thing up there. We need to get it somehow, but how are we gonna get it? Some more problem solving that needs to be done, that's for sure. What's the X even mean? Does that mean I can't push it off, or do I need to fling something at it first? This may or may not actually be a required use, where that toad trick I talked about before, we may actually need that to get some of the stuff up here, because it's been quite obnoxious not being able to go for these areas, but... Okay, well, now that we found out that Toad got trapped in one of the other areas, we're gonna have to find that area with Luigi and Luigi alone. Only he can save us now. I'm gonna do it tower back because I got the wrong door there. Trying to get the correct one. Oh, nope. It's the left one, of course. Of course it is. I never managed to destroy these, actually, to be fair. Not like Luigi needed that help, but still nice to go ahead and get it. There we go. So, before we were just busy doing a couple of our stuff, now we have to solve a little bit of a tiny bit of a puzzle now. Because Toad has got himself trapped for some reason. Not kidnapped, but trapped. Hey, I need to... I could just use a burst room, too. Oh, thank gosh. So, it's pretty obvious that Toad simply can't get up to the upper spot. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna stick him and then throw him up there ourselves. So, let's aim very high here and bam! Just fling him over the wall for no weird reason whatsoever. So once we get enough near to Toad, Toad should follow us around, but we still do have that slight worry about the ghost. I didn't think it would be up there. I hope you're ready to get this for a little while, Toad, because we don't really have any other choice. We've tried literally everything else, from doing dumb stuff to going up to the interesting areas one by one, but Toad seems to be about the only way to get that up. So we're gonna knock him right into there, and sure enough, we get the secret. Nice. That's it. That's the part I wanted you to find. Alright, Luigi, come back to the lab. Again, I'm very sorry, Tail, but we're gonna have to do this a couple more times. I'm already pretty nice to them, too, but it seems Luigi doesn't really have much of a choice of words of what to do. Because we tried everything on there, that obviously doesn't work. That seems like a spot that could work too, but okay. Well, now that that's done, to deal with that, and wow. The way ahead is blocked. You'll have to look for another way out of the pickle, Luigi. Check your map. Check your map, eh? Happy says, eh? Okay, let's actually go to the full map. What about level 3? What about level 1? Yeah, see, I knew this from before. There's a secret area underneath this spot, but I never get a chance to go there because whenever I do, I got blocked by something else completely. Toad is probably just what we need to get past all that nonsense, so yeah. Again, don't really have much of a choice for words here, so That silly sleeping slammer, that silly little innocent sleeping slammer suddenly turned this into an absolute maze of some sorts of pretty much unknown powerful belief. And now we suddenly have areas to go by, and it's not gonna be fun because I know there's gonna be ghosts coming nearby that are gonna try and ruin our fun. Ugh. We've been able to get through with Toad the past 2 times without encountering many ghosts at all, but this time we're probably gonna have to defeat a couple of them, so Toad can handle it, because I sure as well can't. Wait, no, isn't this, no, that's silly. It'd be interesting to pull the switch again, but as far as I know, I haven't really seen an extra way to pull a switch. Either you use the X or you use the Y thing to pull, but it doesn't work, unfortunately. Yeah, we're gonna have to throw him around everywhere. Why not? We'll just throw him down the pit here. He actually kind of got stuck on a ladder there, but okay, we're gonna try throwing him into whole dozens of phases. Okay, he just seems to wee at it instead. Okay, I thought he was gonna be more afraid of that, but I guess he's not quite as bad as I thought originally. He even reacts to that as well. Quite a bit of cool stuff. Okay, well, I guess we weren't able to do much with this. Yeah. Sorry, but we don't really have much room to do stuff. Didn't I already tell you that, though? Whoa. The suction shot doesn't do anything, that just feels bad. There's a boo in there. There's not even an ink in there, that's strange. Alright, dude. Okay, well, since we can use Toad for about everything, we need to start by using him to get those stuff down. That's what that was for, sure enough. Okay. I just realized, by the way, if I could have used him to do stuff like that, then why couldn't I just use him to get our stuff, like, there much easier? Yeah, well, I'm not interested. So, this went from just an easy peasy go for the arrow and not even feel a pain to now it's an adventure once again, and well, I kinda don't like that. I guess that's one way of doing it. We'll just throw you right down there. Okay, let's see if there's secret path will finally open. Told you so, by the way. So, yeah, this Toad's not gonna be quite as lucky as all of the others. We have to deal with a couple of ghosts this time. Nice, okay. Well, now that that's finally finished, can we actually destroy these? Yep. We need Toad to destroy these bricks for some weird reason. So this just turned from just a normal thing into now we have to throw Toad at a bunch of objects. At least the blocks that previously blocked us in are finally done. So that's why the thing was so confusing to get earlier. As well as the second chest. All these white bricks Toad can destroy with a simple... I know Toad could be that powerful. Okay, then. Okay, well, I'm gonna use Luigi to hit this chest while we're at it. Thank you very much, Luigi. See what happens if we go for here. Just a shortcut up top. I'm gonna keep Luigi up here. Wait a minute, That was very weird. That was a very weird transition there. Luigi went from being in front of me into doing something else to all of a sudden he just randomly disappeared out of thin air. And back again, I see. My gosh, all this stupid ghosts. Could I get rid of this stupid boot so I don't have to deal with that? Whoa. And Toad just teleported to me because of... Okay, then. Hey, what about this? What the? What was that? Something appeared and then just disappeared within the next second. What was it? Oh, that's what it is. This gate keeps on attempting to close on us and seeing us shut, but, well, okay. So, one thing I completely forgot the last time I went here for gems is you can pull this plug, apparently. It reveals a secret spot for Luigi to go into that I didn't go into before. Go into it, and you are put in a flame room with some gems and a couple of our stuff and a convenient torch, so why don't we use it to burn as many things as we can? I think it'll do just nicely. Okay, looks like we got in the right spot. And there we go, by cooking the little flame there. Luigi gets a gem. Very nice and convenient there. So that's a secret that Luigi can only get, so definitely something that needs to vary. Okay, so that was literally just a trap for the first little bit, but... I remember. This way, Luigi. If you go for this way, the exit should be here. Unfortunately, I'm gonna need your help once again, but... Nope. Ah. Get you down to 80 health and then do a ghost smack. No animation there. I'm sorry, buddy, but I'm gonna need to move you ahead for just a minute. Who knew Toad can be used as a way to destroy objects? Sounds like quite a bit of abuse to me, but, if it works, it works. I honestly don't care, as long as we're fine. Now, this is one of the main areas in particular we could not go to, which I know else to gem, too, because... Yeah, we need Toad to break these bricks. It's kind of interesting. Doesn't look like there's a handle. Okay, well, I've dealt with this kind of stuff before. Alright, so we need to clear this out for another gem, I think. Or... is it this one? Or something else? Oh wait, no. Luigi, you could just go for there, actually, instead. No little trap to the light. Okay. Oh, wait. Can I do this? Oh, well, look at that trap. That's a nasty trap. Because you got stuck for quite a long time there. Okay, we're gonna have to go back, obviously. Look for It's kind of frustrating that we spent so much time trying to destroy that, but there's... Shut up, again. That's the third time you've done that today. I can't even pause. Oh, wait. That's right. I could shoot him up here. Bouncing and bouncing. Okay. Alright, dude. Da 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 da. We did it. Okay. That was nice. So now that that's done, let's do it one more time. Pick up some money and then I guess just leave the rest there. So, we need Toad to get into one of the secret rooms in case you're wondering. So, we pretty much need this in order to get the stuff. I was kind of confused when I looked at this though the first time and saw some kind of vacuum fan, but sure enough, yeah, this requires the electrical shot. Or actually, in this case, requires getting the electrical shot and going on the alternative path with Toads. You pretty much are required to collect Toad here in order to even attempt this whatsoever. Without it, you can't explore stuff. Hey, little boys. They're kind of stuck up here. But we can still pick them up. Now, this is the only part where I get confused. I go for all of that trying to do all of the other stuff, but what do I do next? I know there's a coin somewhere, and I know there's be a gem in one of these secret areas since we didn't find it initially, so... Ooh, maybe this rug? Nope. What about something else? I looked at my guide online, by the way, to figure this out, and that's how I found out that there was one of these spots here, but I still don't know where it is. You know, with all the stuff going on, except for the same similar ghost fear, but I guess that's a good fear anyway. A pretty normal fear anyways. Oh, Toad's gonna be needed again. This time we'll bounce him off of this spot. Secret 1, Secret 2, and Secret 3, and we're done. Nice. More golden eggs. Ah. Oh! So, that's where the final secret is, in case you're wondering. You have to attack a golden ghost, or what is it, a gem ghost in this case, with Luigi. Of course, this dude can only be defeated by slams. But there we go. Yeah, that's what I remembered. You have to paint this area right here, and then you see a little ghost face, and that reveals the invisible ghost from there. And that's how you get that done. So, it's nice to finally have that done. I actually didn't know that you had to come back down here. If I had known that, then I would have just ignored the second half of the gems and come back later. I knew one of the spots down there was definitely something I had to do though, but as for the other spots, I don't know. And sure enough, this is where we finally get to see where all that secret path nonsense has finally led to. Wow, I never knew the secret path existed. Okay, we'll start by going for this first. How about we just go out here? See what we figured out. This is one spot we definitely did not see the last time. There's quite a bit of stuff here as a result of that. I'm not really interested in that, though. try this. Into the hole you go. Every time I get the pearls, I feel like it's a secret well worth my time. May as well pick them up while I still have a chance, because if I don't go back in the area with Toad, it's possible to miss some of the secrets, so may as well activate this. Man. Well, this once innocent area definitely turned a lot more interesting when I finally figured out how I was supposed to get down there, and turns out this was a secret path that was required anyways to get out of the area in the first place. Gonna ignore the slammer here and just go for the stuff. And whoa. Knew it. The elevator got stuck again, and this ghost wants to have a little bit of fun again, eh? So that ghost with the purple kind of reminds me of some of the older ghost attacks that used to be around, or what I call the ghost grab. And what I'm referring to is, in the original game, ghosts weren't really that challenging, but if you got attacked by them, they would grab you and start draining your life, and you would have to shake something, I think, normally to break free, and if you didn't break free, that's when you would die, usually. So that's kind of a reference to that. Not quite as damaging in this game, though. And, yeah. Whew. Well, that was quite an interesting challenge, having to go through all of that just to get a retro switch spot to then head back up to the 12th floor with it and get another secret. Gosh dang, this game is absolutely crazy. I honestly don't know what to say about it. Ooh, now this is becoming a little bit more interesting. That's interesting. That is, so that's like almost like a miniature bad ending there. I'm not sure what happened there, but I think I know what's going on. And there's nothing that we could stop Toad, too, from getting kidnapped. Thank you. Got this jerk out of the way. Well, obviously we're gonna get this jerk out of the way first. And use him to slam into the other ghost. Very interesting fight. Honestly, this is quite crazy for happening right back in the first floor. Like, we can't walk more than 5 minutes out with Toad for some reason getting captured for one bit. Well, I guess I'm glad that I got to show off, because I'm guessing most people didn't have to deal with that initially, and of course after my light didn't work, it was pretty obvious that I had to use like some kind of feint, so I tried the bulb, which, or section shot, which normally doesn't work, and sure enough I got it. Thankfully I didn't take too long. Very interesting Gale though, or Secret Gale. I'm not sure if I want to call it a Gale or a bad ending, but if it just brings up restart game, then it's not really, unless we see a good night, then it's a Gale. Still though, that's kind of interesting. we have all 5... Interesting that we had, like, all 5 bones and a bunch of interesting stuff with, like, a few interesting things and... So... veins, and then all of a sudden we get sort of a killer anyways, because happened to completely forget about Toad there. Well, I guess it does kind of make sense, but also why? Very interesting now. Again, of course, that had to happen by accident, because it's a blind playthrough. What do you expect? Still, it's kind of cheap that we have 9 bones and that kind of stuff can happen, but... Well, now that I finally dealt with that, we can finally get one of these stinking gems that we haven't been able to get for the longest time. This new gem. Because I know exactly where this is now. You head in here. You examine this. Okay. Wow! I didn't know this thing could get a little bit crazy. So, when Luigi uses this as a little bit of a trick, wow! So this basically turns Luigi's vacuum into like a lightning machine gun of some sort that literally just tears apart everything in its place. And sure enough, just break away the floor and then a bunch of stuff happened. I know that's how we do that. And we got a little achievement for doing that. Turn that on and then activate that, and sure enough, we get sent to a little portal here. And that's how you get to that gem on top. I was wondering why it was so far up there. I think I saw that in like an older episode, I completely forgot, but sure enough, the TV warp. Back from stage 10. Useful to us once again. Okay. Well, it looks like that didn't take as long as I thought, so I think I'm gonna actually go ahead and get some gems on second floor and whatnot now that I'm done with it, since we have an electrical shot move now. Before we were kind of stuck out of here, but we'll activate lab as a little cheat here. It's kind of nice that even if you don't have a guide, you can activate lab as kind of a little mini cheat to see which floors you have to revisit and which floors you've already got all the gems from. Okay, gallery's what we need right now. Basement 2, basement 1 clear, basement 2 clear. Wow, we actually have almost all of them, excluding garden suits 1, tomb suits 2, and then the rest of the ones. So we need to go back to 10th floor and 7th floor. I actually completely forgot about 7th floor's one in particular. I may buy some gems to do that, but I don't think so. I think I can find that on my own. I've been kind of theorizing several different ways that this gem could be getting, but so far I haven't really found much for the one on the 7th floor. So I guess for the last part, we're gonna try and spend some time grabbing those. Now, the tube suit one I did actually look up as a little cheat that I completely forgot about. There's, like, I guess a secret in one of the puzzle rooms that you can go behind the wall or something. I completely forgot about. So, yeah, we'll have to go through one of the mini puzzles with the moves again to get it, but it is well worth it. Do we have a map of where it is located? The fourth one on the top right. Oh, yeah. We haven't even gone in there once. I think that's probably going to be where the dying Fane is hiding, actually. But I'll go through it and manually check the other rooms first, yes. Obviously, there's nothing in the big room since we already got that along with the second hour gem. So, that room's off the table, as well as these two on the right. Though I believe there's like 5 or 6 of them, so I think there's more than 6. So one of them cannot have a gem automatically by default. And that one also can't have a gem by default, so we have to go all the way to the top level to find this one, if it's store. I'll go up to the top, check it to see if I can find something. If I find a repeat diamond or something else that I already found, I'm gonna actually research it after that and just figure it out, because it's super dumb. So yeah, we're just gonna fight you normally.
Whoa, yeah.
Da, 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 da.
Wow. Whoa.
Kinda interesting that there's nothing in there initially. Okay, I'm gonna figure out where this is, because I spent too much time looking for it last time, so we're gonna have to pause this to figure this out, and I'll find the other one along with it as well. Hello guys, I am back. Turns out this gem was actually right in front of my face the entire time. I just didn't know that. So there's a secret path behind here that you can follow even more beyond the limit, and you'll find some secret flowers in here. If you flash enough of them, a gem will eventually pop up. So we're gonna flash each one of them one by one on that note. And then get the secret one from behind here. And that finally gives us a gem. There we go. It's about time, by the way. I spent so long looking for this stupid gem, only to find out that I did apparently get all of them. We just missed this one down here. Very well hidden gem, in my opinion. We're too high up to go back down, so we're gonna have to do the rest of this puzzle normally. And while I would normally skip the rest of that, I think we've done enough skips as it is. Most of the stuff we're doing is just inconvenient weight checks, so we don't have extra wait time in the video, because I think I'd like the video to be much better than them, so thank you very much. So, now it's time to head to Tomb Suits. I like to call it the pyramid, though, as it's a little bit more sensible, I guess. Down, up to the right. Not having to wait there is really nice. There are a couple where you may have to swing a little bit extra. I always thought that thing was gonna close on Luigi the first time. But sure enough, you have to use it. So obviously, since that didn't require any electrical current, we could have gotten that gem with all the other gems in the first try very easily, but we obviously didn't do that. Whereas basement 2 and 4th floor actually required a power up to get later on, so we hated that. So yeah, that was fun. Not really. But now we're on to 10th floor, and once we fix our mistake on 10th floor, we'll be finally caught up with gems. If I end up getting to the next floor after all this, I may end up ending the episode early, just to have a decent stir in the bus, because I'm worried that the video might go too long after that. So on Tomb Suits, the gem we missed was not actually in the center area or the right area. We got all those gems. It was in one of the puzzle rooms from previous that we had explored from a previous fight. Thankfully, we have an easy way of getting back down there. Just fall down the innocent looking trap that we fell down before, and we get into this area, only we don't need to escape their trap. One of these 3 puzzle rooms is the one that has it. I believe you get it by, like, either flashing it behind this window or something else. I forget. Oh, or what about suction? Or Luigi. Actually, I may have already gotten it, but I will still figure it out for a second. I'm gonna actually take a second to look at this, I guess. If I could get to it really quickly. This is number 4. Oh, yeah, it's a hidden grate. So I have to go down left and have Luigi drop down a grate. In fact, I actually am kind of surprised I missed this grate, seeing that it was in plain sight. I just didn't know about it initially. Could have just done that to begin with, but of course, I didn't really have much time to go down here initially because of the big trap that triggered earlier. That required us to do stuff. Thankfully, we didn't get instantly killed by the pike stuff, but still, that's very painful. I will say it that much. This is probably the more painful puzzle too, because you had to do a series of lip puzzles to begin with, just to get it set up. But anyway, that's all the gems in the previous areas, and now we'll hopefully not have to deal with running back to zones for a very long time. But to be fair, I had to make sure I knew where that one is. So funnily enough, I was in the correct zone, I just didn't know where it was. I will say that is a well-disguised grate that did get a quite a couple times. So, what happens if we activate this? Because we can mash X to activate this. In the end, it was just another zip crate, so...
Oh. Oh. Huh? Oh.
Oh yeah, and we better not fall down there again, because that would be kind of interesting if I fell down there again. Yeah. And I am doing my best to avoid combat with the ghost if I don't need it, since they do tend to barely block the way. In fact, I probably should have exited the one time I had to fight a ghost in this room with all the traps, but anyway, we can finally move on to the Spectrum Catch, finally. Which we still haven't found any gems in yet, so we're gonna definitely need to do that. Gosh dang it, please. Well, we won't be long though. We'll just destroy the thing and then reveal something else. Okay then. Let's see the trap that we weren't able to use earlier. Now we can actually activate it. So now we can proceed to pull everything apart again. Yeah, this ship that was standing in our way, screw you. The ship is not going to stand much of a chance this time. May as well knock down the entire grate while we're at it. It feels funny getting pulled into one of these electrical cords and then just completely destroying the world around you. I know we did this before, but this is absolutely crazy. Well, now we can finally head down this dumb door after who knows how long. Seems like it could have easily moved, but no. Before we do anything else, though, we need to fire Luigi down this grate, finally, at long last. Just been waiting for me to get back there since who knows how long it's been. That's a usable object. That's a usable object. That's a usable object, guys. Anytime there's one of those, that opens up so many possibilities for a gem. So now we have to use it to destroy all of these individual spots, one by one. Fortunately, it's fairly light, so not much can be done initially, but I guess we'll start with the non-obvious choice, the chandelier here. See if we can destroy that. Nope. What about these? These were destructible before. Oh, sure enough, there we go. That's the trick. So we use these to destroy the chandeliers. Maybe one of them will have a gem. Oh, yep. Yeah, there it is. Finally. There's only 3 rooms, then it's very rare that there's not going to be at least one that has a gem in it. While there might not be one in all the places, there'll be at least one in multiple areas, which means there's guaranteed to usually be one somewhere. But I guess with that, we're gonna be done for quite a while now. So, video's gonna be done this time. Leave a like if you enjoyed, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video as I continue to go through this game as fast as I can. We, on 12-4 now, and now that we've dealt with all of the other stuff, we can pretty much continue all the way to the end now with all the gems value in possession. It took some time, but we got them all. So anyways, leave a like if you enjoyed, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace, and good luck.